Hey guys, Christopher here, and welcome to part one of a brand new series. This series is going to be about Pyxel Dailies. So for those of you who don't know what Pyxel Dailies is, it's a Twitter account started by a friend of mine, Ben Porter, and each day they tweet out a theme, and everyone basically pixels whatever that theme is, and then they retweet anyone who uses their hashtag and tweets it at them. So I guess one of my New Year's resolutions was to, start pixeling a lot of things and making this channel a bit more active, so it seems like a good way to do it. This series won't be so much as tutorials, so much as just me just pixeling each thing as it comes up, and then maybe that'll help you get a bit of insight. If something comes up that you guys are like, oh, I want to know more about how you did that or whatnot, then just let me know and maybe it'll get added to the tutorial series. So the very first theme is fireworks. So that, I guess, goes nicely with the theme of the new year, and I guess that's why they chose it. So let's do 48 by 48. Sounds good. Cool. So let's fill this in with a nice, bold gray, as I'm sure you guys have seen me do before. So new layout. And let's get started. Alright, so I had the idea of doing a goblin with a firework of some sort, maybe. Let's make it a big firework. So I'll try to talk as much as I can throughout this series and just sort of let you know the little things that I'm doing here and there. But again, it's not going to be an actual tutorial series. Yeah, this is as much for me, I guess, as you guys. Yeah, I just sort of decided I wanted to start pixeling a lot more. I mean, obviously, Dungeon League takes up a hell of a lot of my time still, but there's a point where Dungeon League is supposed to be finished this year, so I really want to start sort of upping my pixel game, get better myself. So that I'm ready for new projects when they come about. Whoa, that's way too big a wick. Apparently I can't draw a wick. There we go. Good job, Christopher. You did well. Alright. Let's just give this a red straight away, just to separate it. So I'm also going to try and keep these really snappy, just so they're in real time. I was undecided about how to go about this series. I was thinking I could just take my time and then, I guess, like, speed the whole video up and then, you know, chuck some music over it or whatnot. But I think people seem to respond more to just this being done in real time and just being done quickly. With my style, because I usually do like a lot of low-res stuff, it's not too hard for me to pixel stuff really quickly, so I think you'll get more out of it. That's my goal anyway. Maybe you disagree with me completely, who knows. Whoa, getting carried away already. So let's do that. This arm comes down here. Okay, it's looking pretty good. So let's give him some, like, tucked in sort of pants. I don't know what that looks called. Where you kind of like riding pants, and then you have some boots, and that kind of like makes the pants go out a bit. I'm not sure. Actually, even better, let's give him some overalls, because overalls are funny. They are funny attire. If you wear overalls seriously in real life, my hat goes off to you. Good job. He already looks great. Alright, so that's way too red. I can tell that already. Let's bring that back. Fill that in. Alright, looking better. Let's bring that outline back just there. Okay. Alright, so we have some few problems here I can see. Alright, let's come back. Let's just keep blocking stuff in. I find it's very easy to get caught up in just fixing like little things, but ultimately you should be focusing usually on the bigger picture first and getting everything just like a little bit right across the whole picture, and then afterwards you go back and you fix details. It's for the best, because otherwise you might get caught up in a detail and then later on it's wrong anyway, so you got to scrap it and start again with a section or whatnot. So my advice is to always start big and then work your way in. Okay, so I need a darker brown for that. Oh, just around there. So for those of you who've been watching for a while, you might notice that the background here in real life is different. I now work in the kitchen. I've commandeered the kitchen at my place to be my new work area. It's a temporary thing, so I've got someone else who works on Dungeon League with me now, Ed, and he's actually also moving in, funnily enough, so we will be working together on Dungeon League, and he kind of works next to me at the moment. And that's why I'm out here, not in my room anymore. Little bit of useless trivia for you. There you go. Okay. So give it a bit more shape. That could definitely be darker. Yeah, let's go around there. Yeah, that's better. Bit more shape to it. It's also trying to establish his face. I kind of want to try and get in some sort of grin as well. I feel like he's got a firework in his hand, and what goblin isn't happy with a firework in his hand? See if we can get that grin even bigger. Just want to really capitalize on that. Yeah, there we go. Getting a bit more sinister as well. That's changed his style quite a bit, but I don't mind. A bit more comical because his head's bigger. Let's also give him some kind of a hat here. Actually, I know what I'll do. I'll go here, round these out. Because he's like the fireworks handler. He's definitely some kind of engineer. And maybe I'll just bring this back to green. Maybe the top of his head. Okay. Let's change this to a bright green. Just give that a little shine there. Okay, so this definitely needs some dimension. No. It's kind of here. There we go. Okay. So a good way to do round objects is you kind of like, you pick one side and you go like I've done there, where you give it like a thick line of shade. And on the other side, you do the same, but you leave it a bit thinner. And then you find like one point down the middle, like where you got here. And then you make that kind of like much brighter. Maybe not that bright. Bright looks good. And then you put a line down the middle of it. And now if we go here, and really darken that off. I find it's a good way to get a rounded appearance. So what we're missing from this is the rounded edges as well. Okay, getting rid of that outline for now. Ooh. Actually, I think it needs the outline. I think I might just go into this though. Go here and we'll give it a really, really dark red outline. Yeah. The black's just a little bit too bold. Probably needs to be darker again, actually. Ooh. There we go, that's looking good. Okay, so these bottoms are still a bit too weird. It needs to be rounded off. That's why it's still looking a little bit too flat. Okay, so the last thing that's missing is the actual top. Okay, I'm also going to try and do these videos as quick as possible. So obviously I could get caught up in these very easily. They could get long real quick. It looks pretty good. Yeah, that's not looking bad. So let's go here and just give that dimension there. So now it looks much rounder. I don't think I'm so happy with this color orange here though. That's the only thing. I'll pick out my own red for it. Okay. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Alright, so we need some highlights. Let's go through and quickly give him some. Whoa. Some pant highlights. Oop, too bright. Here. Okay. To here. Let's give him some like kind of like boot laces. Let's add a bit more detail to him. Okay, a little bit of highlights on his overalls here. Okay. Some slight change of color through here. It's not making so well with the background, that's the only thing. Okay. What do we got here? We're going to do something about all this. So he needs a skin highlight, for sure. Cool, so it's not too bad. Cool. It's a bit better. So what's happening here as well, there's a bit of a problem with the colors between his skin and the rocket. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my darkest skin tone here and just using it as a border. And you can see that that really helped separate his hands and arm from the firework. So let's actually do the opposite of what I did here and go brighter as we get up here. I think that'll work better. As we get to the top, we'll make it quite bright, I think. Cool, so now it's got a bit of depth to it. He's got no nose at the moment, so we need to solve that. There we go. Let's darken his mouth up. And we need some kind of little sort of bone color, roughly. Yep. For his little teeth. Oh. Way to put him properly. Okay, it's not too bad. Let's go darker with this one. Oh, let's go darker again. Make sure he's got some straps there. Okay. Looking good. So, what do we want now? We want to go to some sort of yellow. Brighten that up. Start with that. Go away to an actual yellow. And go orange. Just skip to that orange. Okay. So obviously I'm working on the spark at the moment. Okay, and lucky last is the red. Okay, might take away those ones. Might join this up a little bit. Cool, so that's looking pretty good. And then I might take. So I live in a warehouse with a tin roof. So if you hear like this hissing in the background, it's rain on my roof. So sometimes it gets super loud in here. So I'm hoping that that's not actually going to happen. So I'll see if I can do like a quick sort of highlight across him. Actually, let's quickly do a much darker background. Oh, somewhere around there. Some slightly lighter bits. Just doing a little bit of brickwork, just something to just quickly chuck in a background. Okay. Yeah. Oh. So let's do a few more tiles here. very quick. Ooh, probably gone a bit bright with those actually. Yeah, you never want your background to sort of start to dominate your characters or anything. So yeah, that's looking better. So again, just trying to be quick. What are we at? 20 minutes. Whoa, okay. I'm going to have to work on my speed for these, or I can get it much faster. Okay. Okay. So then let's grab this darker shade here. Oh, I need darker than that. Maybe here. Yep. So just a little shadow for him. And then grab these and darken those up as well. Oh, which kind of brings it back to there. Let's just go here. Just fill this right in. Actually, I think all this brickwork down below actually detracts from the whole thing. Yeah, so let's keep it simple. Again, this is real time, so you see all my mistakes and everything. So yeah, I don't think that was a good call. Even things like cobblestone and stuff on the ground can sometimes take a bit of time. Like that was definitely going to take a bit of time just to get all the grays right and stuff like that and make sure that everything was playing together nicely. So definitely trying to finish this one up. Okay, so there we go. I think that's looking pretty good. Let's make that full size. Cool. So I think that wraps this one up. Cool. I hope you like it, this new series. So let me know what you think. Give me some feedback. Yeah, and I'll try to do one of these actually every day if I can. All right. So I'll see you in the next one.